Avelea Nixon drops by to tell us about this book that she conceptualized and then wrote about it with the assistance of a niece who did the illustrations.
12-year-old niece.
OwlCat. So we're going to talk about the inspiration behind this, where you can get your copy, and we're so glad that she is going to join us today. Hey everybody, you're watching Daytime on Rogers Television. I'm Brad, along with my co-host Tracy, and joining us on the couch is Avelea Nixon. And for those that subscribe or pick up the Daily Sentinel Review, it wasn't so long ago that Heather Rivers wrote a story, Family Cat Inspiration for Book. And you can see the book that Tracy's holding up. It's called OwlCat. Avelea, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this is really kind of neat because I wrote the article, and having known you and for some time now, I thought, you know, and we were talking about this just before we went to air because Trace said she has written a book, and I've thought about it. I took some illustration at college some time ago. You've followed the dream. You've done it. Tell us about, off the top, the inspiration.
Okay, well, for starters, my brother self-published a magazine called Astria, and I think I needed a new interest in my life, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try and write a book too.
Good for you.
And my family cat named Slobodan, he's the main character. My stepson started calling him Owl because he, just every once in a while, this way he looks, you know, if it's dark, he just looks like an owl. So we started calling him OwlCat, and that's how the whole book got started. It was a year from start to finish. And
did you put any pressure on yourself, or that's just the length of time that it took?
Yeah, I got to a point where I started getting really antsy about it, like I wanted to get it done.
Yeah.
And
did you know how it was going to finish as you started?
No, I had no idea.
So it just was a process that came to you. It unfolded.
Just happened. Yes, yeah.
And tell me about the illustrator, Jamie Nixon.
Well, Jamie is my niece and also Steve Nixon's daughter, who wrote Astria, Steve. And her teachers let her take a whole week off of school, and all she did was watch cartoons and paint pictures for that book. I told her what was going to be written on each page, and other than the front cover, I had an idea of what I wanted.
Yeah.
She just came up with all the pictures by herself.
Isn't that 12-year-old girl?
Yeah.
She must be so proud of herself.
Yes, I think she is.
Oh, and these pictures are delightful. This is incredible.
Yeah.
Now, the book itself it incorporates several themes and certainly has different messages, one being acceptance, one being certainly talking about the topic of adoption. So you consciously incorporated all these as to maybe get a message across to the readers.
Yes, it's an adoption story, and it kind of tells how something good can come out of something bad.
Nice.
Not that it turns out perfectly, but there's something good that happens. And also there's racial issues in there too, and you may or may not pick up on that. It's very subtle.
Okay.
It could go right over your head.
Yeah, but it's in
or
there.
You could
to
pick
look
up
for
on
it now.
Yes, he's a black cat, and his sister turns out to be a white cat when he finds her. He has no idea what she's going to be like. There's orange cats, there's Siamese cats.
Nice. Different sort of acceptance, right?
Yes, exactly.
And they coincidentally hook up in the Catskills.
That's right. That's right.
Now, this book right now is all throughout the United States, selling like hotcakes. It's coming to Canada. Where can we get it in Canada?
You can purchase it at Merryfield's bookstore, downtown Woodstock, also at Amazon.ca.
Wonderful.
Yes.
It's a great place to put a book. That's brilliant. Will there be an OwlCat 2?
Yes, I have 2 more written. One of the episodes is Sharma. OwlCat's sister's name is Sharma. She meets Cap Williams from Sweeberg, Captain Williams, the old World War I pilot, and gets to go for a plane ride with him. And it has to do with a robbery that happens at his house. And the other one is a spooky story, and it's based around the old county home.
Okay.
I like that she's bringing, you know, you're really bringing in historical parts of Oxford County.
Yeah, that's what I like to do.
It's wonderful.
Well, even you had grown up on Route 17, and Route 17 is where OwlCat is raised, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so a lot of local references.
How old's your cat now?
3.
Oh, so this cat's going to be around a long time.
Yes, and I've told him since he was a baby that he was going to be famous.
Oh, isn't that funny? That's great.
Cat owners, you're all like that, aren't you?
Now, I think you need to tour around to schools and read this book to different schools.
Yes, actually, I would like to do that. It's all a matter of time, a bit at a time, doing these things when you're busy with everything else in life.
Yeah.
If there's some teachers out there watching that would like to have you in,
Yes,
how can they get a hold of you?
I would love to come and read in the classroom.
Good, I have a spot for you.
Well, okay, should I give my phone number? Is that okay?
Please do, if you're good with that.
Okay, it's 519-421-7264.
Wonderful, and they can call you and say, hey, we'd really like you to come and
Yep.
tell your story and read your book to a group of kids. That
Yes.
would be wonderful. Maybe you could bring in your cat.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So OwlCat, the trilogy, we'll now call it. 'Cause
Yes,
You've written 2 others.
That's right.
In what process, Avelea, are they in as far as getting published and so on?
Well, I want to just kind of see how this one goes to start off with, because there's something else I have on a back burner too. I'm also writing crime stories, murder stories, and they have to do with some experiences that I've had in the past.
Wow.
Yeah, not
So
not
No,
catastrophes.
No,
But for adults, you're writing for adults now, the murder mysteries.
Yes, I have a real interest in that kind of thing. So I don't know which way it's going to go. Right now I've got some stories written with the...
And this is something that you just all of a sudden started gravitating to and found a passion for, and
Yes.
sounds like you really got the bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for people like you that are sitting out there and have a story in their head but are too hesitant to write it? What do you say to them?
Just sit down with a pad and paper and start writing. It's just write whatever comes to you and then fine tune it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it out
Yep,
before you forget
that's
it.
right. And,
Oh, that's awesome. This is very exciting for you.
Yeah, thank you.
And for Jamie. Has she
Yes.
appeared with you at all?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
I would love to do a book signing perhaps on a Saturday. She lives in Toronto, so she has to come down on the
Yeah,
train.
maybe at Maryfield Books they can set her
Yes,
up and you
yeah.
two can sign away.
Janine, if you're listening, we're going to fix you up with
Yeah.
the world famous Avelea Nixon along with Jamie, the illustrator.
Yes, this is
You know.
exciting.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. That's
Yeah.
exciting news, and I had read the story in the newspaper some time ago, and we were hoping that you would come on, and I'm so glad you did, because it's a really interesting story of following your dream and certainly following your passion and coming up with
I
something.
want to know who Liz is. I always
Oh, the dedication.
wonder.
Oh, okay. Well, that's my sister. She passed away 3 years ago. My younger sister.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you've dedicated the whole book to Liz.
That's right.
I think it's nice to know that. I often read dedications and think, who is Liz? I wonder who this person is. So that's
Yeah.
great. Good to know.
Avelea Nixon, the author of OwlCat, and she's provided you with some information if you would like her to read to a group of children, or certainly if you have interest in the book, all you have to do is give her a shout. Avelea, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to talk about ghosts. You have ghosts in your house?
That's right.
Skeletons in your closet? Christine Verheyen is going to tell us
The
how she can
Phantom
help
Hunters.
after this.